Hey, it's Gert the boat doctor down here at the bay, right across from the airport. Marina, Coos Bay. This boat, I wonder if it ain't going to the lake. It's set up very nice, by the way. We got the number 2, the Garmin 126 SV. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and turn that on just by pushing the power button. I'm going to let it warm up. I went through the boat with you. Very nice boat, by the way. The 200 runs awesome. Plenty of power, good fuel economy. 99 does really nice as well. Got all your, right here, remote set up. Again, the one with the little thing there is for your bow mount, so that's how you know. You got the one for your kicker motor sitting right there. Everything in the boat works, so that's powering up. So what we can do here first is maybe fire up the main motor. And then it says this, you just hit agree, and I got this all set. I got your autopilot tile here. I got your tides sitting up down here, your rudder angle, your heading. This is gonna load all this, and see how, if you don't get your depth right there, hit your power key, and it says, oh, enable all sonars, hit that. And that's gonna engage that, and then just hit back. See, now you got your course over ground and you got your heading. Those will line up once you go about 3 miles an hour. You don't have a GPS antenna for real-time heading sensor, but this works good. That's about 18 degrees, so the course isn't going to line up until you get moving. So we're going to spin this, trim tabs. This is all the way down. We're going to put here, we got about say just under a quarter tank. Your tachometer, your hours, your trim gauge is here, your temp oils here. Batteries there. Go back to that, and we spin over here, and I'll go through this when you come down. I got it pretty much set up so you go home. These are your tiles. You want your fishing chart with your contours right here, your currents right here, and depth shading. Or you can just go home, go to your manual. These are data. If you don't want those, you can get rid of those. You don't want this up here, that's under your toolbars. You just get, like, remove them or add them, top or bottom. Same thing with these over here. And see your autopilot here, tides and currents. You X out, that brings you back. You want your menu, you hit here, edit overlays. You go to data bars. If you don't want those data bars, you just go here and hit none. And if you do that, it eliminates these right here. Got the heading line set, all your light sectors, buoys, cans, suggested route of travel, your POS icons, your tides down here. It's the high tide is going out right now, and you can get your currents on there as well. You go home, you can go into sonar tile, and there's your traditional with an A-scope sitting here. You got a magnifier here, that's at depth. You got some bait in here, you got some fish as well, and that's at 42 feet. And then you go home, you want side clear view, there's your clear view. Shallower water, you go at 455 kilohertz. Deeper water, you go about 1,000 kilohertz. That's the depth with the magnifier again. You can go down to here. Oh, that's right at the bottom, about 55 feet. Then you go home again. That goes side view, left and right. That bait was over on the right-hand side. You can see it just about on the surface. So if you bring that over, that's at 20, right there, about 13 feet. You could get a straggler in here of a coho. Then you go home, you can do your split screen. You got your high chirp, and you got your 180 kilohertz. 180 on the traditional is what you want to run in shallower water, anything 400 feet. You could probably go up to 1,000, but say 400 feet, you want to get a better read, you go to 135 kilohertz. Then you go home, and then you can go to combos, where I made all these combos. You can go up over here. You got your fishing chart, traditional, clear view, side view. You can go home here, and then you can go to this one I set up, so that gives you your charts, your autopilot, so you can get rid of that if you didn't want it when you're on this screen. So what you do there is go to toolbars, and then you would go to remove, and then that gets rid of that. Autopilot, you go up there, so that it brings it up big. You can just hit that square. I go back, See, if I tap on this one, if I go like that, that enlarges that. If I go like that, it brings you back. So say I wanted the autopilot on the kicker, which I don't want to do right now because we're running on the main. So anyway, then you go home. Let me see. So if you just want to add, you just add, and it's pretty simple. I can go through all that. Vessels, that's active captain. Vessels, all your numbers. Go back here, and autopilot, of course, is right there. You can control the speed. Then say on this tile right here, we got heading volts. Let's put this over here. Let's go down to vessel. Let's go whoop, back. Yeah, vessel, it should be rudder angle. We'll leave that on there. Go home. And let's go, and the most commonly one's probably going to be this one right here. Whoop, I take that back. You're right there. So that's going to give you your GPS and with fishing chart, and that's going to give you your sonar with your numbers there and your autopilot up above. And then again, if you want to see your tides, just go like this, go to tides, and there they are. Bring it up, easy. Back, X out, gets right up. Okay, so we're going to hit this. We got everything dialed in here, set here so it doesn't go anywhere. So how many minutes? 6. We're going to hit it. 2.5 seconds to plane. 4,000, probably good cruising speed for fuel economy. And then if we go back home, we go to vessels, we go to this one. We're doing 32 miles an hour. Gonna trim it up. Stiff, steer it down, trim this down, and it frees it up both ways, so that's really important. Now trim tabs, boom, see it kicking over, bring it up, bring this one down. You can steer the boat with this. You see how we're going to the right, you bring it back up. Or you can go all up, all down, all up. So that's the main motor on that. So we can shut that baby off, and then we're going to go into the other one. I'm going to go to video 2 now, and that's the trim tabs. If you're going when you turn the key off or on, they're automatically going to set them trim tabs and lift them up right here. See how the lights went out? So then from there, let's go to another video.